Don't run away from your feelings. Don't bottle up the emotions you have. The emotions you have are there for a reason. So it's not to be held in, put away, stored. It's not. It's supposed to be used as an opportunity to grow. Whether it's a positive feeling or a negative feeling, it's there for a reason. It's there for a design and a purpose, you know. And when it comes to bottling up feelings, it can seem alright in the moment, saying, let me not worry about this now, let me not worry about this, let me distract myself from the thing that is bugging me. So you go onto your phone, you go onto Netflix, you go onto social media, you go onto things that just pull you away from yourself and make you feel good in the moment. But in reality, there's something eating away at you at the back of your heart. There's something telling you something's wrong, something's not right. There's something eating away at you, telling you that not everything is okay. And that's okay. That's okay if you aren't okay. It's okay if you're not okay. Because, we're not all perfect. We're not all, always happy. We have emotions of stress, anxiety, doubt. But I guess what really plays a part into it is how we use it, how we overcome it. Because stress isn't supposed to be bad necessarily. Because stress is like you're putting yourself under stress to grow, Just, how in, what was it, the medieval time period, it was like they had the blacksmith and he was creating a sword and he was just hammering away at it, just refining it and just making it more solid. And it's like, you, in a way, it's like you feel that stress, you feel that pressure in order to become more refined, in order to become more at the final product, or I guess more defining who you are. And every moment, every opportunity, every feeling, every thought is an opportunity to define yourself. You may not realize it, everything defines us. Over time, we just keep creating. So when it's like you hold yourself back from feeling those things, you hold yourself back from the doubt, the shame, shame being another one, because shame is like, it feels embarrassing to do something wrong. In a way, that's kind of motivating, because it's like, all right, now let me not mess up again, let me do it right. So it's like you don't want to feel that shame. In a way that's beneficial. And I think that's the healthy way to go about it. Anger just, expressing frustration, and just, it can be truly destructive if you let it just run rampant, but at the same time, it's like, that something, you didn't like the outcome, you didn't like what happened, you didn't like it, and you can use that to change you. That sort of motivation you get when it's like there's that hunger in a way. So you feel like you're on fire in a way. You're just going at it. It seems like your supply is endless. And I guess that's the right way to use that, instead of taking it out on people or other things that are chaotic or destructive. Because all these feelings are there for a reason. They're designed for a reason. Because if it didn't have no use, if it didn't have no purpose, we wouldn't have them. Quite simply put, thinking of it from just an evolutionary standpoint, if it served us no purpose, why would we have it? And even so, on just a personal level, feelings, we aren't all perfect, and then that's okay. I accept that. I accept the fact that I have flaws. I accept the fact that, I'm not always right. I accept the fact that I'll make mistakes. I'm okay with that, you know, and just embracing the fact that I'm not perfect. But that's what makes me unique. The fact that I have my own life, I have my own ideas and things like that, my own vision and plan. That's what makes me unique. The same way that your own life is unique, you know. And again, it comes from just allowing yourself to feel everything, to express yourself. That's where the creativity comes in. Just being able to express yourself. Because if you take a look in everything was made just because people were allowed to express themselves. Everything we have was just an idea, you know. So you may not say, I'm not creative. You are though, you know. You are. Every day you live, you do something different that no one else does. And even so, it's like you may have an idea that no one else has had, and you can express it, or a feeling that you can just embrace. And you see, everything we have now is because someone was open enough to go for it, to you know, put everything aside and accept everything and take everything that comes with it and say, this is what I want, this is what I want to do. You look at cars, you look at planes, you look at your phone, and those are all just materialistic things. But it's like, even so, just kind of defining yourself in a way where you are no longer running from a part of yourself. Instead, you accept it. Instead, you embrace it. You embrace it with a warm hug. You embrace it just saying, I accept you. I accept you, and I'll no longer run away from you. And it may be hard. It may be hard for some people, because it was definitely a challenging thing for me. I used to hold back my feelings because I'm, I guess you can say, sensitive in a way where I just feel things. I feel, which led me to eventually creating this channel, because I felt the stress, the pain, and the anxiety that people had. So it led me to find a way just to express, you know, care and compassion for other people, and hopefully it helps them. That's why I'm here now. That's why I'm creating these videos. So in a way, it's like turning that sort of sensitivity, you know, outward. And it was at a point where I shut myself off emotionally. You know, I remember my brother would say, like a robot when you speak, and I'm being dead serious. I'm being so dead serious. He's like, you're so monotone, you know. It's like you don't even express yourself. And I didn't think nothing of it. It's because it was at a point in time where I didn't see more for myself, and I just went day by day, you know, quite literally like a bot in a way. You know, we make all those terms like, oh, you're a bot, but it's like, that's how it truly was at a point. And I had shut myself off from so many things, and eventually I suffered the backlash from it. You know, the feelings of sadness, the feelings of, you know, something missing. It crept up, and it ate away at me slowly but surely, you know. Some days more than others. Some days it felt heavy on my heart. Some days it felt so heavy that I don't know what to do. But still, I ran from it. I ran from the problems. I ran from it. You know, that old saying, fight or flight. I ran. I chose flight for a good part of probably 2-3 years. Just running away from it. To a point, it came to a point I couldn't deal with it no more. I could not deal with that no more. So I just had to accept it. And it was the hardest. It was a hard lesson. Saying you wasted all that time for what? You wasted all that time for what? But that's okay. Because in the end, what was happening now or at that time, at that present moment, it was a change. It was a shift in how I saw myself, how I saw the world. Slowly but surely, it was a shift. It changed. And I allowed myself to express myself in that way. I allowed myself to just be okay with feeling, happy, sad, joy, anger, regret, and to act based upon that. And now more than ever have I just been efficient at it, regret. I wish I would have done that. The next time I'm gonna do it for sure. When the opportunity arises, I'm gonna do it, Happiness, I enjoy doing this, so I'm gonna keep repeating it. And I guess that's what comes into habits. That's what comes into things that make you live a fulfilling life. And it's like your mind, your feelings, your thoughts, your actions, all those, it has to be clear on the inside. It has to be okay. It has to be well nurtured. You have to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. It has to be okay, because if not, you're just gonna see things in the outer world that just makes it seem worse than it is. Because if you're angry, any little thing that just seems like a minor inconvenience could just blow you up in a way where it's like you just blow up with anger. And it's like, that's not healthy. I don't believe that's healthy. And we get so lost and detached from our own feelings. And it's easier now than ever. It's so much easier now than ever to feel good instantaneously, to distract ourselves from our own thoughts because of social media, because of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We can just put a video on and just either enhance the feeling we're feeling, make us just drown in that feeling of sorrow, anger. It's usually with sadness that I see, or you just do it to distract you, watch something positive and not truly confront the problem. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with just watching an entertaining video. There's nothing wrong with that. But I guess it's a time and a place. When there's a challenge or a problem put ahead, you are not in the right state of mind to allow yourself to be distracted. Because it's like, you could do it, but it's like that problem is still there. It's still gonna wait for you. It's still knocking at your door. It's still at the doorstep waiting there. And you just open the door and allow it to enter and deal with it. And who knows if it's easy or hard. The difficulty doesn't matter, in just opening up doesn't matter. But as long as you are, that's what matters. And I feel like it's best to start with yourself first. Write it down, talk to yourself, just sit there. And then, if you ever want to just speak to other people, I believe that's also helpful. But your best ally, I guess you could say, your best company should be yourself. Because you wanna be able to stay with yourself for however long necessary. It could be a week, a day, a month, however long. You should be okay with just sitting there by yourself, with yourself, and just truly just being okay with that, being great, satisfied, fulfilled with it. Because if you are not an amazing companion, if you're not an amazing partner with yourself, you're gonna constantly beat yourself up, tell yourself negative things that quite simply may not even be true, but you make it true because it's all an idea that you attach to, and you don't want to be around that. that is not gonna help you. That is not gonna help you heal, become whole. It's not. It's not. You have to be kind of gentle with yourself in this area, because quite literally, if you are healing, you are vulnerable. You are trying to become whole in a way where it's like you are embracing every part of yourself. So for you to even just try and beat yourself up for doing that, or for whatever comes across your life, and hurt yourself in a way, it's like that isn't helpful. You don't want that around you. You wouldn't want that kind of person around you. Quite literally, you wouldn't. If it was on another person and they were telling you things that you didn't like, you wouldn't want them around you. So why would you want that with yourself? And I guess in a way, it's like looking at it is like, who do you want to be to yourself? How do you want to treat yourself? You know, gentle, compassionate, caring, loving, you know, warm in a way. We're just one and the same. We're sharing one body, but we're here together. So it would do me no service, no justice for you to put me down, because we're in this together. You and I, you know, we're in this together. So let's do it for the best for us, you know. And just know it's like everything you should do is for you or for something greater than you. But at the end of the day, it starts with you. It starts with you. Everything starts with you. Your own life. It's in your hands. It's in your hands, and it's okay if you're not okay at the moment. It's okay if you're hurting. Don't neglect yourself for that. Say, I'm hurting. That it hurts. It hurts. It does. But don't run away from it. Don't run away from it. Don't put it aside. Just confront it in the fact that it's like, it hurts. It definitely does. And you can be like, how do I take this feeling and just grow from it? How do I just grow? How do I learn from it? You know? And be gentle with yourself in that process. But I guess be assertive in your actions, you know? Make sure you're actually doing something about it. And also, I guess with just all that loneliness being a major one now, you know, people feel lonely. People feel so separated in an age where we're all connected. That's the truth of it. You know, a lot of people feel disconnected because, frankly, for some people, relationships are hard to make. And, you know, it can really just take a toll on a person if they aren't comfortable with themselves. Because, you know, I guess in one area or one thought or one way of looking at it, it's like, where do you place your value, you know? Are you nothing because you don't have what people say you should have? Are you nothing because people say you don't have this or that, or you know, are you all that you say, you know? And that's okay. Being okay with yourself, regardless of what people say. And even so, if you're not okay, but you're, you know, hurting, that's okay in itself. You know, embrace the feeling that it's like, this is momentary. And once I beat this, I'm gonna continue on with my life. And I'm gonna just use this experience to grow from it. But I think I just want to leave it off there, honestly, as this was something in my mind that I was just thinking about. And it's like, wanted to talk about it, but, you know, take care of yourself, Love you forever and always. Dreamers turning dreams into reality. See ya.